quick update on the hot water heater. I went ahead and applied some butyl tape under the edges on the outside and got it screwed in and affixed. I haven't hooked up any of the lines yet, gas or water. I went ahead and rewired everything. So we've got that rewired. And then obviously we've got our 2 lines that come in right here. I'll put some tape on those, some Teflon tape, and get those fixed. And then we have the gas line that actually hooks up on the outside. So you can see where it comes out right here to the outside. So I will get that hooked up as well, and we'll get that done shortly. But I wanted to get it stuck in and start getting that taken care of from the outside at least, so I can get some of that done. You can't really see it, but I have all of my countertop for the kitchen, the tops to these little side tables here that I'm replacing, the little fold-out table that mounts up in these holes here that you see in the wall, and then the bathroom countertop. So what I'm gonna do is I need to go pick up some stain, and I'm gonna go ahead and stain those this evening, and then we'll get them mounted up tomorrow morning, I hope. Maybe even tonight. We'll see how long it takes the stain to set. Okay, I am staining my wood, and I apologize. I got started and forgot to document anything, but here we are kind of at the beginning of it. I just wiped everything down, made sure all the dust and stuff was off of these, and I went ahead and put a coat on these 2 pieces. I'm gonna let it sit for about 3 minutes or so, but we are using a Minwax gel stain in an aged oak finish. So I did a little test earlier just to kind of see what it would look like, and that's just 1 coat, and I think it's gonna give us the finish that we're looking for. You know, a little bit on the darker end of the spectrum, but definitely not super dark. So I think it will work for us. So basically, I've got these 2. I'm only gonna do a couple of them at a time, and I will let these sit for 3 minutes, like I said, wipe them down, and they need to cure for about 8 hours. So I hope to get this done this evening on all of these, and we'll let them sit in the camper overnight and take a look tomorrow at the finished product. So once I get these 4 pieces done, I've got these 3 here, which are the bigger ones. So the 2 bigger ones will be 1 at a time, and then this little table here won't be an issue. So we're letting this set another 1.5 minutes or so, and then we'll wipe it down and set it inside and let the process run its course. So these countertops have set overnight since I stained them. I think we're looking at about 14, 15 hours since the stain's been put on. And it's cured nicely. There's no tackiness or anything like that. So I think we're happy with the finish on them. I don't believe we're gonna go any darker than that. And again, these aren't high end, right? This is just a paint grade plywood that I sanded and did just a little bit of prep work on after I cut everything out. So we're not too concerned about having a luxury feel. That's not what it's about. We want this thing functional, and we want to maintain somewhat of a reasonable budget while we're doing it. So, but we're gonna be happy with what we're looking at. Here's some of the other side pieces, and then I've got a couple more in here. Those are good to go. So I think we're happy with that. I'll put some polyurethane on them later today. I think what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and lay the flooring in the bathroom. So we're going with a peel and stick vinyl, and this is such a small space in here. It's not gonna take very long at all, much work. It will take a little bit of trimming, but this is the pattern that we're going with. And I think it's gonna look good with the color scheme and the look that we are trying to achieve. So these are 12 by 12, I believe. Got a little ant crawling around. So I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum this, get it prepped up, make sure there's no debris or dust or anything like that that's gonna interfere with some of the adhesion. I know that you can put down a primer that helps with the stickiness on these. I don't think that I'm going to go that far. I may regret it later on. And if so, I'll have to redo it. But I think that I'm going to be able to achieve what I want to achieve without having to do that. So we're going to give it a try and see how that turns out. So let me get some supplies prepped up and then we will get started. I'm about to put some polyurethane down on this, these countertops and the end table tops and all that good stuff. So what I'm going to try, I've never used this stuff before, Varathane, triple thick polyurethane. So it's supposed to go on really thick and take one coat as opposed to 3 coats. At least that's their marketing pitch. I don't know how well it works. We're going to give it a go. This is a clear satin finish, interior polyurethane. So let's give it a shot. I got 1 quart of it, which says it'll cover 50 square feet, which should be plenty for this stuff, but we will see. Depends on how well it goes on. I'm gonna go ahead and get it stirred up and then we'll get to brushing.